Supreme Court is set to rule on the fate of national health care reform. The question is the president's Affordable Care Act unconstitutional. 10 on your side's Ann McNamara spoke to a local group that wants to keep the law as is. Ann?
Katie, the group is called Virginia Organizing, and they met in Virginia Beach today to let the public know about the benefits of the Affordable Care Act. But meanwhile, some of our local lawmakers are watching the Supreme Court closely in hopes it will be overturned. When you put a face to health care reform, supporters hope you will think of Jamel Jinx.
Because I had a situation that was, out of my control. The place that I work for, they closed down.
Jamel had several pre-existing conditions, including a growth the size of a grapefruit in her ovary. She says the same insurance company she used at work denied her individual coverage.
I found myself digging into savings, 401ks, and retirements to pay for medical bills.
The Affordable Care Act, signed by President Obama in 2010, protects customers like Jamel from discrimination based on pre-existing conditions.
This is a good thing for Virginia. This is a good thing for America. It's good because we have an insurance system that is broken.
But the law also includes a controversial requirement. It forces all Americans to buy health insurance.
This isn't really the American way.
Representative Scott Ridgell believes the mandate is unconstitutional, and he's not alone. Hundreds of protesters spent the week outside the Supreme Court while the justices listened to arguments to overturn the law.
Governor McDonnell and the leadership at the state level, they are really desperately trying to process how they're going to come to grips with the entire Affordable Care Act. It puts a tremendous mandate and load on the states.
But the ruling might not be all or nothing. There are some pieces the justices could salvage. For example, allowing insurance companies to compete across state lines, allowing children to stay on their parents' policies until age 26, and protecting people with pre-existing conditions, people like Jamel Jinx.
It makes you feel like no one cares.
5 votes, that's how many justices are needed to overturn the law. And I asked Representative Ridgell if he thinks the votes will be there. He said he's been encouraged by the comments of some of the more liberal-leaning justices. I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.
And the Supreme Court is expected to make a final decision in June.